everyone, it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what is inside my January 2013 Ipsy bag and Birchbox. For the past few months I've been sharing what I've been getting in mine, Instagramming pictures of them when I get them, and the more I do that, the more questions I have, people asking me which one I think is worth it, why subscribe to one over the other. And so I thought I would address that in this video in addition to showing you what is in each one. So if you want to see all that, please continue watching. In this video I'm going to be talking about my Ipsy bag first, and then I'll put a timestamp in the bottom bar. If you're only interested in Birchbox, I'll put the timestamp below, that way you don't have to sit through all this. So I'm going to start with the brush in the Ipsy bag because it obviously didn't fit in there. It seems natural. This is a SOHO brush. It says London, Soho, New York, but I'm gonna call it SOHO for now. And these typically retail, I just was at Walgreens, so I made sure to check and see how much they are. They're about $7.99 a piece. So just in this brush, you nearly pay for your entire $10 Ipsy bag, which is great to see. I mean, didn't even have to open the bag and it's already pretty much paid for. This is a concealer brush, and I've used it. In fact, I used it for eyeshadow at first because it's kind of a flat shader type brush. And it works fine for eyeshadow, but more importantly, because it's a concealer brush, it also works well for concealing. I find it works better on more spot concealing around your face because it's a little too small to kind of effectively buff my under eye concealer out. It just pulled a little too much, and rather than buffing, it just kind of smeared, I guess. So it's really good for spot concealing, and I like it. I mean, there's not a whole lot bad to say about this, and it's a full-size brush that, I mean, it's just great. I like it. Bottom line, thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, in fact. So then we actually open the bag, and it's this dark navy blue. It feels like that water-resistant, I forget the name of those bags, but yeah, I mean, you know what it's made of just by the sound of it, right? Sure. So it's that kind of bag, and then inside it has this fun star design. It's light blue and has the Ipsy logo on the inside, which I think is classy and super nice. So let's talk what's inside. First off is this Big Sexy Hair Spray and Play. Now I used to use Kenra, I think it was the 25-hold hairspray, and it just wasn't enough for me. I like the way it smells, and I like how it left my hair kind of loose and bouncy, and I could run my fingers through it, which I think is the selling point for Kenra, that they can do that with their formula, but it just didn't give my hair enough hold. So I'd been kind of on the market already for a hairspray that did that, and lo and behold, Big Sexy Hairspray, and I like it. I've been using it since I got this bag, so pretty much for the past week, and curling my hair kind of like this, sometimes a little bit more so where the curls are bigger and bouncier, and it's held them really, really well, and still made them very movable, and I can't rub my fingers through it when I do it, because it's just not that, doesn't leave my hair that malleable, but it holds it, and they still look loose and bouncy and touchable, even though you can't touch them. So I really like this. It's a travel size, so granted it's not full size, but I wouldn't have expected that, and it's a healthy travel size. So I have been enjoying this, and might even get the full size because I like it so much. Next, what do we have in here? This is Nailtini. This is the second Nailtini polish I've received. I believe in November or December there was a gold bar glitter, had some multicolored, multifaceted shades in it. So this is the second one I've received, and I have to say I'm really impressed. It's actually the blue-based red that you see on my nails. Ooh, they're already chipping. Whatever. Blue-based red you see on my nails right now, and I think these are actually somewhat expensive. I mean, they're not drugstore nail polishes, I don't think. I will check on the price and maybe insert something within the screen to show you what it is. Because I thought I remember checking on these and was shocked to learn how expensive they were. So I really like the formula of these, especially the solid, not, because I had the glitter before. The solid is actually a really nice formula. It's nice and thick. I didn't have to apply more than 2 coats, and that was even pushing it to get full opacity and good coverage and everything. It's chipped, and I've had this on for 2 days. That's not unusual for my nails. It's just for whatever reason my nails hate having polish on them. They just, ugh. It's nuts. So it's about average wear. I can't fault it for that because it's like any other nail polish. But overall, I really like it, and it's a good addition to the Ipsy bag. And then the last product in here was a Josie Maran Argan Oil, and prior to even getting the bag, they put up a video where Josie Maran was in it and talking about how you could use her Argan Oil, which I have some of her products that have the Argan Oil in it, but have never used the pure argan oil, which is what this is. And again, another pretty healthy size. I mean, I think it's more than a deluxe sample size, which is beyond awesome. This to me is one of those things that you pick up in line at Sephora, those gimmicky kind of things that you're you're standing there waiting because there's a checkout line, and it's one of those things that it's like, oh, this is $10. I'll just pick that up because that's what's $10 on a $40 or $50 purchase. Sure, okay, well, that's a bad example. That's actually kind of a lot. But you get what I'm saying. There's gimmicky things by the register that you don't think twice about putting in your cart, but they end up being like $10 for this. So before I even get into how I like the product, this bag has more than paid for itself. Now let's talk about this product. So this Argan oil can be used on your cuticles, on your skin, on your hair, as a facial moisturizer. She claims all of these wonderful uses for it as a general skin enricher moisturizer thing. I would never use it on my face because I just feel like my face is too sensitive to kind of upset the skincare regimen I have going on, but I have used this on my hair, on my elbows, on my cuticles, and I really like it for everything but the hair. It's not quite thick enough for my hair, but it smells really nice, and it was really good at moisturizing my knuckles and cuticles. So, like I said, it was just a really nice kind of addition. I almost completely forgot about a product that is in this bag because I already had it in my purse using it daily, and that is the Pacifica Tuscan Blood Orange Body Butter. I love this. I've tried their mini sample fragrances in this and then a gardenia scent as well, which I have reviewed up on my blog months ago, but it's just so funny that I then got the body butter, and I love the scent, and the body butter is just amazing. I use it daily on my hands at work because 'tis the season to get the flu, so I'm sanitizing my hands constantly throughout the day, and so I'll just put this on. It moisturizes and it smells divine. I mean, just absolutely delicious. And then the last thing I want to mention about the Ipsy bag, because it does, this is another differentiating factor between Ipsy and Birchbox, is that with Ipsy you get discount codes or basically brand discounts each month with the brands you get in your bag. This month you can save $3 on a SOHO Brush, 15% from Josie Maran, 20% from Pacifica, $5 off a sexy hair product, or 30% off a Nailtini product. So they're all relatively good. I mean, they're like friends and family type discounts, which I think is really great. So that's that. Let's move on to Birchbox now. So here's the Birchbox, no special outside this one. Inside, typical pink paper, which is nice and always fun to unwrap. But then you look inside and it's just, I mean, kind of empty feeling, and it just, I don't know. So this is what I got. Let's start with the card. Oh, actually, that's one thing. So you get the card that tells you about all your products, but then you also get this big, huge kind of fold out thing this year talking about best year ever 2013. And it gives you 25 ways to make your year awesome, which is kind of, it's another thing that differentiates the two services. Is Birchbox to me is more of a lifestyle, it's become more of a lifestyle service as opposed to just beauty, which is what some people aren't really liking. There are other things, but it's one thing that beauty subscribers aren't really liking, is that they've expanded into this lifestyle kind of niche, I feel like, at least. So you get 25, what did I say? Yeah, 20, lots of ways to make your year happy. That's in here. And then you have your card, which I'm just going to go straight down this card to address what I got. One is this Alessandro Nail Polish in Blue Lagoon, which I believe this is a sample size. This must be a sample size because it's relatively tiny. Again, in the shade Blue Lagoon, and that is on my accent nail here. It's kind of a muted blue. I'm feeling awfully patriotic with my red and blue hands on, but I wanted to let you see the shades that I got in each box. So that's a nice blue. It's actually kind of nice to transition between winter and spring. Then you get a fragrance, which comes in this cute little pillow pouch thing. You open it up, and inside here you actually have two kind of sample things. One is this Harvey Prince Skinny Chic. Now, I really enjoyed, as you may know if you saw my last Empties video, I really enjoyed, where is it? Harvey Prince's Yogini, which I got in a Birchbox. So I'm not opposed to trying fragrances in Birchbox. I actually enjoy them and might buy a full size. But again, it's another sample size kind of thing, and that is a turnoff for some people because you're paying 10 bucks for a box to get a bunch of sample size things. Again, in a sample pack, this is the Ojon Damage Reverse Instant Restorative Hair Serum, and here it is in this little vial. I haven't used this yet because I've been actually trying out this Alpha Parf Illuminating Serum as my anti-frizz conditioning kind of thing, so I haven't tried this out yet, but I can tell you I am a fan of Ojon. I used to use their, actually kind of their full line, their shampoo, their thickening shampoo, conditioner, and then they had like a leave-in mist kind of conditioner thing that I loved. It was just a little too expensive for me at the time, and so I quit using that, moved on to other things. Long story short, I am familiar with the brand Ojon and actually enjoy their products and will enjoy getting a little sample of this. So that's nice. Again though, if you're not looking for sample size things or hair products in general, this won't be for you. And then the last product that isn't an extra is this eye primer from theBalm. And it's so tiny. So I was excited to see something from theBalm. It's been a trend that has been in the past few boxes where you'll get tiny little like eyeshadows or blushes or something from theBalm. So I was excited to get to try their eye primer because I'm a primer fanatic, you will know, but it's so small. So I used it on my eyes today and it's surprisingly watery. It then became tacky, and so I'm not sure if you're supposed to apply your eye makeup when it's tacky and wait for it to dry, or if you're supposed to wait for it to dry and then I'm not entirely sure on that, but I did notice that the texture is very, very watery kind of at first, but then it finally solidifies. So I don't know about any creasing. I've had this on for a couple hours and I haven't noticed any fading, no creasing. So to that extent, it's a good product, but it's just so small. And then you have a little beauty extra. It is a Fresh, from the brand Fresh, the Lotus Youth Preserve Face Cream. It's a face cream by Fresh, which is a nice brand. It's a higher end brand, but again, kind of the same problem I had with last month's box where they gave a nice size sample of face cream. I don't like to change up my skincare regimen because I find my skin is very sensitive to that, so I probably won't use this. And they're sample packs anyway, so there's that. With Birchbox, you get Birchbox Points. So for going on and reviewing all of these products on your account, you can actually earn 10 points per product, and once you accrue 100, it's a $10 credit to the Birchbox store where you can buy any of the products in there, and there are some awesome full-size products. Which is, you know, in that sense, you get half of what you pay each month back automatically, regardless of the products you get. And I think that's the reason that I've stuck with Birchbox as long as I have, is because of that benefit. Rather than needing to buy more products at a discount with, not needing to, but if you want that added bonus with Ipsy, you can apply a discount, where it's Birchbox, you can accrue these points and get it for free, essentially. So that's, I think, is what's kept me going on Birchbox for as long as it has, but I have to tell you that comparing the two side by side, it is a little frustrating to see inconsistencies with Birchbox each month, because Ipsy seems consistently paying for itself many times over sometimes, and Birchbox, sometimes you'll get a wonderful full-size product like a full-sized Ico eyeliner, which is worth like 22 bucks or something, and sometimes you'll get a box like mine where it's nothing but sample-size things, and that is frustrating. I can understand if you know you're signing up for sample-size only, then you know you're signing up for that, but when it's inconsistent like that, I think that's what's most frustrating to me. So I will probably stay subscribed to both, frankly, because I like the perks of accruing points each month with Birchbox, and Ipsy is consistently awesome. And so I just wanted to lay that out for you guys who have been asking me, because that's, I mean, it's just what you prefer. I can't recommend one over the other to you. You have to make the choice according to what you want to receive each month. So I hope I made that clear in this video, and I hope you enjoyed getting to see what I got in my boxes. I'd love to hear what you got in your Birchbox if you receive one, because I'm pretty sure Ipsy is more or less the same unless you get a different nail polish color, but I'd love to hear what you got in any of your monthly subscription things in the comments below, or in a video response if you're feeling so inclined. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!